Another year's E3 has passed, and yet again we were treated to a look at all the games and innovations the next few years will bring. Each platform had their strengths, but Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony came to the convention to compete, and we want to know who you think won E3 2015. Versus is all about you voting with your view, so we're going to go over who had the better game reveals, who had the best conference, and who had the best overall presence. This series lets you vote with your view, so to cast your vote, watch our presentation and then click which you believe to be the winner in each category. We'll tally the results and reveal the winner on July 2nd exclusively on IGN.com. Now, let's talk about the games. As gamers, there's one thing we look for at each conference, and that's games, of course. If a company lands the right exclusives, that will result in strong sales for the year. That said, who do you feel had the reveals that got you the most excited? Here's Ryan McCaffrey with his thoughts on Microsoft's lineup.
Microsoft showed one good game after another, and a bunch of them are coming out this year. Halo 5, Tomb Raider, and Forza 6 showed no signs of disappointment, while the sublime Cuphead, Rare's stunning return to hardcore gaming with Sea of Thieves, and Keiji Inafune's Recore all generated hype for 2016. Only the absence of Inside, the follow-up to Limbo that dazzled us at last year's E3, disappointed me.
That's what our Microsoft expert had to say, but let's not forget about their direct competition, Sony. The PlayStation showing was fantastic yet again, but what did we think of their game reveals? Here's Marty Sleva with his thoughts.
While Sony's 2015 lineup is admittedly light, E3 was all about showing us what we're going to be playing in the coming years. From re-reveals like The Last Guardian to completely new series like Guerrilla's incredible-looking Horizon Zero Dawn, the breadth of games coming to PS4 is staggering. Combine this with a strong indie showing led by Firewatch and some really interesting Morpheus demos, and Sony came away with a fantastic lineup at E3.
Last but definitely not least, let's talk about Nintendo. They had a great showing bringing out new software on all their platforms. How were their game lineups though? Here's Jose Otero with his thoughts on Nintendo.
Nintendo split its big announcements between Wii U and 3DS, but in the end, it took an ultimately reserved approach with its E3 lineup. In the next 6 to 8 months, fans are going to play new experiments in The Legend of Zelda, Animal Crossing, Mario & Luigi RPG, and Fire Emblem portable game franchises. But for Wii U, the lineup had a lot less excitement. Sure, Star Fox Zero, Super Mario Maker, Xenoblade Chronicles X, and Yoshi's Woolly World all look great, but the tepid reveals for Animal Crossing Amiibo Party and Mario Tennis Ultra Smash didn't quite light the internet on fire as much as Nintendo's charming puppet show did.
Now that you've heard from our editors, it's time that we heard from you. We want to know who you think has the best game lineup moving into 2015 and beyond. Take your time, consider your options, and cast your vote now.